All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. September 25th, 2017, the day that everybody was waiting on, the day that we said was coming, the day that we said we're probably not going to see any significant change until after we see this thing play out, just because it was probably going to be really risky for Iraq to do anything, even though we would hope that he would have done something. But we were like, you know what, the fact that it's taking this long, we know that they're going to allow this thing to go ahead, and we're going to see what the consequences and the actions and all the other things that are going to happen once the votes are in. So here we are on the 25th. They're voting now, and they're coming to an end on the voting day for today, and within the next 3 days, we will know the total votes of yes and no's for the Kurdish referendum. Okay, so historic day today. As you can see there, Barzani is having a good time casting his vote with his family members and stuff like that. So also, I want to talk to you guys. You guys have been praying because Hurricane Maria, looked like it was going to do some damage in the North Carolina's coastline, but now it looks like it's slowed down. It also continues to go up north, and it looks like it's not going to make an actual direct landfall in America. It looks like it's going to stay off the coast, but of course the storm, that's the eye I'm talking about, and the storm is huge, so it's still going to bring probably like 40 to 60 mile an hour winds on North Carolina coastline, maybe North Carolina, Virginia coastline, or something in that area, South Carolina, North Carolina coastline, but it's not going to be that big of a deal for many of those people down there. So that's pretty good. That means you guys have been praying to keep it off the coast, just like you guys did for Jose. You guys are doing the same thing for Maria. Prayer works. Prayer is powerful. And when we bring the information, we expect you guys to say, oh, no, that's not going to happen, and go into prayer. That's why we bring the information. Okay, so good. So that's what we're talking about. So now, of course, there is one more massive storm that's supposed to come, as you guys know. So I don't know. I'm not sure where it's going to be or what location it's going to be, but the Lord said it was going to be like an Andrew. Okay, so I don't know where that's going to hit or whatever the case may be. So and we'll pray about that one when it comes. We'll pray about that one as well. Okay. So let's continue here. Historic day for the referendums and the Barzani family there. Turkey's broadcasting authorities has removed the Kurdish War TV, Ruda TV, and Kurdistan 24 from their country's Turksat satellite transmissions. All right. So they're removing the Kurdistan region's television, so people are not going to be able to watch it. And the reason why they're doing that is because they want to control the narrative of the Kurdistan region. They don't want other people to have the thinking of maybe we can also in this region go independent of Turkey, because Turkey's government is so corruptive and also so oppressive that we could go independent from, what I mean. So what they want to do is they want to stop that immediately. So they're going to remove all of the Turkish satellites and allow the people that are actually agreeing with Turkey not to be able to watch anything. But of course, there's the internet, and you can go on the internet and you can watch, my YouTube channels and all the live streams that are from Turkey, and on the internet you can watch Turkish television on Ruda. So so it doesn't really matter. You can take off the satellites, but the internet's still there unless you cut the internet. But then when you cut the internet, you're cutting your own internet. So and that's up to them. Let's see here. It says breaking 4 ballots papers put in by one person in Kurdish referendum. Selfie taken. A large absence of international observers and vote. Yeah. So this guy voted 4 times, and then he takes a selfie of himself voting 4 times. So. And then he puts it in the box. So there's not a lot of oversight in the referendum voting apparently. So I'm not sure if this guy's gonna get in trouble or not, but I think he voted yes. I think he voted yes. So if he voted yes 4 times, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna get too much in trouble. Let's go here. It says Iran, Turkey have not shut border gates with Kurdistan region. Now they have been talking about that. shutting the borders and stuff like that. And of course, Barzani and his family came out and said, well, if you shut the borders, if you shut the airways, it's just going to hurt you economically as well. So you can try to hurt us economically, but it's also going to hurt you economically. So anything you try to do on the borders, airports, and stuff like that, or any type of things you guys try to do are going to hurt you guys as well economically. So if you want to hurt yourself economically as well, then okay. So they say that the borders are still open and everything like that. So everything's open for business still. Turkish airplanes announces the resumption of flights to Kurdish. Okay, so the Turkish are also continuing flights to Kurdish region. Yeah, they suspended it yesterday. It cost them a lot of money. They felt that in their wallets. They reopened it today. Okay, people come in and out of Turkey and Kurdistan region. It's a money maker, and you don't want to hurt yourself just because they want to go independent. Them going independent does not have anything to do with economics, man. Iraq's still gonna make money. The IMF already said Iraq's not gonna suffer from this at all. So, you know what I mean? So they're still in Iraq. They're just going independent and doing their own thing than Iraq. And sooner or later, the Shiites and Sunnis are gonna say, you know what? We're gonna also do our own things as well, so we don't have to even talk to each other anymore. Okay? And then it'll be three parts of Iraq. Baghdad markets are witnessing a normal shopping movement despite the crisis in the Kurdish region. Yes, because it's not going to affect anything. That's what we keep telling you. I think once Baghdad and Iraq realize that the Kurdish region going independence doesn't affect them, they're gonna be like, oh, whatever, and they're gonna be like, oh, I thought the world was gonna end. So. Secretariat of the Council of Ministers discusses the settlement of salaries with the World Bank. This is the World Bank project of repairing and settling salaries electronically through the unified database. Yeah, we're still talking about this electronic payments, electronic ATMs, electronic salaries, and everything going electronic, everything going cashless, except for when they drop the lower notes. They'll have those in the coins to use, but everything else will be electronically through the ATMs and the bank cards and stuff like that. We're still going through this process. Hopefully it's done here soon. Blah, 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 right? It says urgent. The parliament session will be adjourned next Wednesday. Okay, so basically the parliament, Iraqi parliament, will be out of town until next Wednesday, it looks like. Is that after a vote on the resolution of containing several measures in response to the referendum. It's amazing how fast, within 6 hours, they were able to draw up some laws going against the Kurdish people and then pass it within 6 hour time frame. And then all of a sudden, we're not going to work until next Wednesday. Well, actually, is it Wednesday? Okay. Well, no, actually, today's Monday. I didn't even know what date it was. Okay, so they're not going to work until Wednesday. Okay, so they'll be back on Wednesday. So they did some things today. It took them like 3 seconds to put those laws together, pass them, and now they'll be back on Wednesday. Okay, I thought I forgot what date it was. I forgot it was Monday. So I'm thinking they'll be back next Wednesday, next week. But no, it's this Wednesday. Okay. Now if it had said next Wednesday after, well, it says hold up. Wait. So let me read this again. Will be adjourned next Wednesday after a vote. No, that's not. That's because this is after a vote. So that doesn't include this one. So next, though, if it had said the Wednesday next, then that would have been next week. But it says next Wednesday, so that's this week. Okay. Kind of confusion there, but it's all good. I got it together. It's early. I'm not sure when this article will be up. It's probably going to be really early for Americans, but yeah, and it's probably going to be really late for others. Not sure when it's going to be up though. Let's see here. The price of separation, the economic fall of Kurdistan, and the heavy loss of neighboring countries. Okay, now like I said before, Kurdish region know what they're doing. They're not going to go independent unless they have deals with all these countries and all the oil and regulations and the economic and international coalitions and international standards and banking standards. Everything has to be in place before they fully go independent. And if it's not, they're not going to fully go independent. What they really wanted to do here was to allow the citizens to feel powerful for at least a day. And that's what they did. This does not mean that they're going independent, guys and girls. It's going to be very, very hard for them to go independent, right? But they wanted to allow the freedom of the Iraqi people to be free and powerful for at least a day. And that's what they did. Okay? And if they vote yes, then they'll make their move towards that independence, but they're going to make sure that everything is good to go. They have all their laws, all their internationalism, all their airways, all their deals, all their oil deals. They'll have everything in place to make sure they don't fail going independent. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not stupid. Okay. Urgent Sauder referendum is a step for me. I don't know what that means, but let's continue here. He says that the Kurdish people, they have the right and to think what they want and to wish what they want and their aspirations, but they don't realize that it's not just based on the interests of others, but it says Sauder said in the statement that. But that the aspiration of abstract wisdom and wisdom of sanity, may drag the owner to destruction. Okay, so he says the referendum is just a step that may call for separation or not called as some Kurdish leaders claim, but the mere idea of the referendum is to establish service as establishment serves as an arm of the central government and even of the whole of Iraq, the people and the government, especially since it came in a unilateral decision, the big one between the region and the center. Okay, so that's his take on it, Sauder's take on it, and it is what it is. So they're supposed to. Sauder and his boys are supposed to have a rally today, in Baghdad, I think, in Tahrir Square. I didn't see anything about that today, and they were supposed to hold some type of a rally today against the electoral commissions. Interesting. Let's see here. It says Alawi calls Barzani to freeze the results of the referendum and strengthen the national dialogue. Nah, we ain't doing that. Iran closes its borders. We said that they didn't do that. A body to protect citizens from threats and coercion and area controlled by the province. Okay. The House of Representatives presents a good news for the 6. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So let's go over here and let's check out what the cryptos are doing. So hopefully by tonight we get the results from the referendums. I think the final result they said that's going to be on Wednesday. But we should have clear results on yes or no by tonight, right? It should be 85-90% yes, and then the rest will be no, of course. So we'll hopefully we get that. I also want to see what Alak says about that and what he wants to do with the mechanism that he was calling for to get the 3-0 note out of citizens' hands. Now, interesting enough that my Iraqi currency exchange guy said that the Kurdish region have about 6 or 7 is it billion or trillion dinars. So Alak's if they go independent, Alak's gonna have to get that money out of their hands, right, and bring it back to his reserves, so into his bank, because they're gonna issue their own currency, right? So, and the Kurdish region is not gonna they're not just gonna give up those notes. So it might actually force Alak to go ahead and revalue to get that money out of the Kurdish region's hands. Didn't think about that till right now. Okay, so because the Kurdish region have Iraqi dinars, Allah might have to revalue to get those notes out of their hands because they're going independence and they're going to be introducing their own currency, right? So he might be forced to revalue to get those 30 notes out of their hands. So let's see what happens here coming in the next few days to a few weeks. And what Allah has to say about the Kurdish referendum, and also the Kurds holding Iraqi dinars and introducing a new currency that could be coming in the future if they continue the path of independence after their voting. Okay, so that's going to be very interesting to see. I just thought about that on the fly. Bitcoin continues to rise here, looking like it's going to go back to 4,000 here test. So avoiding that head and shoulders bearish pattern. It's the bulls have spoken today, and I guess Amazon. The rumors about Amazon and others is boosting Bitcoin today. It looks like even McAfee, however you want to say it, he was tweeting that Amazon was going to set Bitcoin as well. So that might be helping Bitcoin prices right now. Ethereum back to 290. Bitcoin Cash up 5%. Litecoin's over $50 again. Looks like Litecoin is about to make a massive move. Looking on the charts, it looks like it's going to make a massive move here. But and it could just be a nice move up to 60 and then back down to about 55 and then settle down again and then make another. You know how it made it? Remember when it was making its move up to 90? It kept making like a nice massive run up and then it will come down, settle back halfway, and then another massive move up. So I think that trend, unless the FUD comes back, it looks like that trend for Litecoin is about to start again. Looks like it's found its bottom, and looks like we're going to see a trend where it makes a nice massive $10 move, and then it comes back $5. Another $10 move, comes back $5. Another $10 move, comes back $5. I think that's what we're going to see for Litecoin, and if we see that, we're going to top out. Finally, we're going to top out over $100 and somewhere between 115 to 130. If that is in fact what's going to happen here, and it looks like that's going to happen, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm not God, ladies and gentlemen. NEO doing exactly what we expected it to do, rising and doing it well, and looks like it's going to hit those support lines, those resistance lines that we talked about. Miso Gold doing well. Ethereum Classic, I need to check the charts on this one because it's back to $10, and it also looks like it's going to make a nice move here. It looks like it's settled in, and looks like a nice move is coming for Ethereum Classic as well. BitConnect 116, List at $6. Let's see here. Waves is at $4. Arc at 310. Gollum at 25. Okay. Let's see here. Gas is up 18%. Digibyte making a move here, up 6%. Digibyte should have massive momentum here going into the October 1st launch of their website here. So watch Digibyte here. We want to see a break of 2 cents. If we break 2 cents, then we should see a massive move up to at least 4 to 5 cents before the launch of their new website, new version of the website on October 1st. So we should see a nice 5-day massive run up for Digibyte here, going into their website launch. Status up a little bit. Byte deal up 16%. Rise is still down. Redcoin up 51%. Wow. Congrats on those that are holding it. I know a lot of you guys were talking about Redcoin a long time ago. Hopefully you guys are still holding that one and was able to take some profits there. Cloakcoin at 692 looks like it's about to go back positive and head higher here. Look at that. You can see that dip there, and then look at that. Looks like it's about to make this next run. Maybe a buy signal probably came in or something. It looks like it's about to make its next run here. So watch Cloakcoin. Looks like it's about to make a run over to over $10. So yeah, it might make a nice 100% run here to 12, 13, $14. on this next run. Nice stabilized for a while there, and now you see the dip, and now we're about to go higher. Looks like another big run is coming for Cloak Coin. And then no limit coins at 17 cents down there. And let's check a look at what OK Cash is doing. Remember, the OK Cash hit like almost 90 cents. When I said, it might be a good time to buy it here at 50 cents. It went all the way up to about 90. Many of you guys didn't hold it long term. You saw it at 80, 90 cents and you sold, which is fine. Take your profits whenever you want to. OK Cash is sitting at 33 cents. Okay, so we'll wait for OK Cash to make its move back to $1 range, and then from there, hopefully by the end of the year, it's around $10. With more momentum. It's got 72 million in circulation. We should be able to hit $10. Okay, so that is it. Talk to you guys later. Berzani and his family, historic day for them. Let's see what the international world does over the next few days into weeks when they finally realize that the Kurdistan region is still in Iraq and nothing has really changed except for them going to govern their own selves. And business is going to be as usual, and Iraq's opening themselves to the international stage, and Alak is going to have to make a decision, because if the Kurdistan region are going independent, he needs those 3-0 notes back in his possession, and the only way he's going to get those notes back in his possession from the Kurdistan region is by revaluing the currency. All right, so this is what we expected in 2015. It is finally here, and they are finally going independent, or at least voting to go independent, as we thought we were going to see in 2015, which was going to bring us the economic reforms and the revaluation. Now we're here in 2017, the year to reset. We said we were going to see this. I said that the Kurdistan region was not going to this time back off. They were going to go forward all the way through, and this will put pressure on Alak and the CBI to give us the international rate. So here we are. So, Alak and Baghdad and the GOI and the International Coalition thought this would never happen, and we said it would, and here it is. So, eyes open, everybody. God bless. And thanks for praying. Thanks for praying about the storms, and thanks for praying about just fight y'all, for people's finances and lives, and thanks for just praying for the support of the channels, and just thank you guys for praying. I mean we can see that prayers are changing things, so it's awesome. God bless. Eyes open.